Hey friends, welcome to Andy's Audio Crap, where we talk about audio gear. Today's gear is bookshelf speakers. Got a bunch of these. So let's dig into this. This is the Elac debut 2.0 bookshelf. Let's do it. This video's sponsor is Andy's Audio Crap on eBay, where you'll find used parts, new old stock, kits, and occasionally gear. Thanks for your support. All right, I bought a lot of bookshelf speakers, all similarly sized, about ranging from pretty small to actually there's one set in here that's pretty big, but not bigger than this. But yeah, I was like, yeah, sure, I'll take them. And so I bought this lot of speakers and decided that I'm gonna replace my office set with one of these sets. So I've auditioned all of them. I'm taking you along for that journey. So you're gonna find a couple of other reviews of the speakers that I felt were worthy to be reviewed. Some weren't, so I just threw them, to the side. But let's talk about the Elac debut 2.0. I'll tell you about the sound after I'm done telling you about the rest of these speakers here and where I'm coming from with the sound. So the sensitivity on these is 87 dB. They're obviously a two-way design. Let me move some crap around here so that you can see the actual speakers. Good God, these things are on here good. All right, so pretty cool looking speaker woofer there. I do kind of like the gold and yellow though. I love that color scheme right there. 6 ohms, so you need not a regular 8 ohm amp. You want something that can drive 6 ohm. 44 hertz to 35 kilohertz and 120 watts. 120 watts max is what it's calling for. I don't know what nominal is on these. Pretty plain looking back, nothing really special on here. Just kind of a plain Jane, normal everyday looking speaker. Nothing special going on here, and for the price you wouldn't expect that and expect them to invest all of the money into the sound. Speaking of sound, what is in my office right now, which is what I'm seeking to replace, is this. It's a Beovox. This is a vintage speaker. It looks like it's the color of an old fridge. Horrible color, absolutely ridiculously horrible color. And the silver accents don't help out at all. It makes it look more like a fridge. The I keep pulling up the wrong spec sheet here. 88 dB sensitivity, so roughly the same sensitivity as these. This is a three-way design. And when I bought these, I bought them for parts from a hawk shop for $100. I was just going to part out the tweeter and mid-range, call it good, move on down the road. But I made the mistake of plugging them in and hearing them. The voice on these is absolutely to die for, good. And if you want me to, want more information about that, read, listen to the rest of the videos. And I'll expand on why that is so pronounced. Anyways, 8 ohm speakers, 42 hertz, so roughly the same low end. And I would argue that these are probably a little bit weaker, actually. 22 kilohertz and 120 watts. Now, the low end might be weak, maybe because of the crossover. But if you boost the bass a little bit, you get pretty good push out of the low end. Prior to having these in my office, I had this Klipsch, and it is an it's your R15M, and I had the accompanying subwoofer with it. Now I got tired of the subwoofer, and so when these sounded so good, I was just more than anxious to say goodbye to the Klipsch. I love Klipsch. Got little Scalas on either side of me here. Love the way they sound. Really like the way that these sound when they're accompanied with a subwoofer. Hate having a subwoofer in my office. It rattles the floor, rattles my desk. It's just unpleasant. It's like I want to hear it. I don't want to lose my pencil on the floor because the desk is rattling. All right, 8 ohms, 62 hertz to 24,000 kilohertz, a rating around 85 watts, up to 320, which I think if you watch the other videos, I go on a rant about, man, I would never push these to 85. I like would like run them at like 20, and it would be obnoxiously loud. Anyways, so to level set, I felt like, oh, air conditioner's gonna kick on. It's hot. Anyways, to level set, my standard, what I really enjoy listening to are my Martin Logan Sequel 2s, and they're big speakers, and they have a lot of presence to them. Very, very big mid-range tweeter, and they can bring the sound into the room like nothing else. They just have such a large footprint is probably the best way to put it. The sound just comes out of everywhere, and I love that. It's fully immersed in the sound. And so anyways, they're 89 dB sensitivity, two-way, massive mid-range and tweeter, 6 ohm, 28 to 24 kilohertz, and then 20 to 400 watts. I usually run them at about, I think the amplifier that's hooked to them is only like 40 to 60 watts, something like that. It's not phenomenal. Anyway, so that's my standard, and so that's where I'm coming from with these other speakers, is like, how does this sound in relation to what I like to listen to? So if you like similar speakers, this is, you know, maybe good advice for you to listen to about these. These sound very, very neutral. They're not particularly they're not like shock and awe or anything like that. You know, the Martin Logan's Motions that is on another video, and the Cantons, they are on another video. Those are like, damn, oh, those are so good. They're like, there's so much going on in those speakers that it's just like, yeah, that's really different. But if you just like listening to normal everyday music, and you're not particularly, I mean, if you're listening to a broad set of music, these would be perfect, because they can do everything okay, right? They don't do, like, gosh dang, man, I tell you what, listen to Tool on a set of Cantons, and it will change Tool forever, right? You listen to, let's say the Beatles on Martin Logan, and you will never ever want to listen to them on anything else ever again. But you just can't have that many sets of speakers, right? So this kind of does a good job at everything. I wouldn't call it okay, I would call it good, right? It's a okay, good, just blow your socks off, awesome sauceness, and then there's, this is really unique. The two speakers, well, no, I'd say the Cantons are, this is really unique, and then the Martin Logans are like, wow, that's awesome. I'm biased though, because Martin Logan, I grew up in Lawrence. That's where a lot of people in Lawrence work there. So anyways, like these, I don't have anything bad to say about them, honestly. If you take any of that as bad news, it's not. So anyways, what you're about to listen to was done on an IEMA A06 with a upgraded op amp. There's another video on that. Sony Discman, line out, 2 here. There's no sound adjustments. You can't do sound adjustments on this amp. And then mid-grade cables. I'm not a cable person, so I just use what the reviews, like, yeah, hey man, this is good stuff. I look for those reviews. So I think that's it. Let's roll into some listening. Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching.